A Target 3 investigation found a clear and present danger in a small town in LaSalle County in northern Illinois.
A natural gas company dumped wastewater into the soil directly above drinking water aquifers. Our Target 3 investigator, Mark Maxwell, is here now. So that wastewater had dangerous chemicals in it.
Jennifer, that's right. The records we obtained show Nicor dumped nearly 75,000 gallons of wastewater with high levels of benzene into soil right above an aquifer recharge zone, right near Spring Creek, a small tributary of the Illinois River.
Benzene is a known carcinogenic.
The Centers for Disease Control warns benzene leaks from underground storage tanks can contaminate well water. That's why these alarming test results from February of 2019 caught the attention of Jim Stevens, a former inspector and field manager with the Illinois Department of Natural Resources.
All the test results from Troy Grove that show the benzene in the water were setting at EPA. IEPA had those test results. They had them December, January, and February.
Nicor brings gas in pipelines before they store it deep underground, thousands of feet below the Earth's surface here. When they draw that gas back up, they have to separate the wastewater before they can sell it to their customers. This permit application to the state shows the company's plan to take that wastewater and spread it out across farm fields surrounding this storage site.
What Nicor decided to do was, and we don't even know how deep it was, we're assuming like 10 or 12 feet. They went out and dug trenches, laid perforated tile out through these farmers' fields, and basically was just dumping the water into these perforated tiles, letting it saturate out into the ground. So now any chemicals or anything that's in this water that's coming out of this formation is basically leaching out into these fields.
Federal regulations say any more than 5 parts of benzene per billion is too high, dangerous, and unsafe. And yet these test results we obtained show that water from 8 wells on this facility Nicor maintains registered hundreds of parts of benzene per billion. Far too unsafe. This well was the worst. Well 28, registering at 26,000 parts of benzene per billion. That's an astounding 5,200 times too high.
There was no containment, and when this came to my attention at Troy Grove, when I contacted IEPA, I contacted my counterparts the day after I found out about all this and had the test results. His comment was, "Oh crap, that is an aquifer recharge zone." Basically, anything that gets on the surface or subsurface goes straight down into the drinking water aquifers of that area.
That was back in March of 2019. Shortly after those alarming test results, the county public health department started fielding unusual phone calls.
We had just received a call about some activity at the location with multiple trucks being, hauling potentially water off-site.
18 months later, the amount of benzene left in the soil remains a mystery. And if it did make its way into drinking water,
that would give us a great deal of concern, and we would be working with the Illinois Department of Public Health and probably the EPA to try and determine geographically if this water had spread, off property or to other water wells.
Now, state lawmakers are starting to take notice.
The whistleblower brought it to my attention.
Nicor's oldest underground natural gas storage facility is located in State Senator Sue Resin's district. She says the company owes the public answers.
How did this happen? How did they take the contaminated water off-site without a permit? I mean, all of those answers or questions are incredibly important to us. Where did the contaminated water go with the very, very, very high levels of benzene? We are concerned. I mean, this is a cancer-causing agent.
So you shouldn't drink that water?
I wouldn't.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't bathe in it.
You shouldn't water your crops with that.
You shouldn't touch that water.
Nicor tells us that tonight it caught the levels of benzene and reported it to the Illinois EPA. Third-party lab reports we obtained show the levels of benzene was concentrated at amounts so high, it literally tested off the charts. Their devices to measure the benzene couldn't even register exactly how high it was at the time. That was a year and a half ago. The county has still not yet run any tests on those private residential water wells and told us they need the state to authorize and pay for those tests.
So if I lived there, I would be incredibly frustrated. You have this expert saying you shouldn't drink the water, but it's not coming from public health or the EPA.
Well, he worked with the Department of Natural Resources. There are other experts more qualified. They're still not quite yet sure about exactly what to do there. They're trying to find out. The county still wants to test that there. This is a 200-page report from Nicor here, going back and detailing everything. They say basically the benzene has been diluted and absorbed by the soil. They think this many months later the risk is much lower, but we're still waiting to see. The Illinois EPA could still assess a fine. They haven't yet determined if they will.
Just the beginning of the story. All right, thank you, Mark.